Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is June 21st, and it is time for the market overview. We'll be looking at the Dow, SPX, VIX, XOY, TNA, UUP, FXE, GLD, SLV, and I think that will round it out for the evening. But starting off with the Dow, we have a very nice movement today. And we did get the NDE after hours saying that the Greeks did pass the confidence vote. So, at first glance, you would think that that would be very positive. Has it been priced in already? We just don't know. And tomorrow, Bernanke speaks, so that will also be very interesting. But I am a little bit guarded towards, having a sideways movement after having 4 days up. So if it takes a pause, that would not surprise me at all. But the most important thing is that we have cleared these candles over here and now should have a relatively decent goings at possibly going up here for this previous peak. We do have a crossover of the MACD, very positive. Stochastic almost to the 50 and pointed up, very positive, and or RSI I should say, and the stochastic also on its way up. So everything looks nice. But it never is just a perfect one-way street going all the way to the top. So anyway, that's my feelings on that. SPX, the same thing. We did get around or above the series of tops right here, so that is absolutely fantastic. And so at this point, really, with the Dow, with the SPX, the question is, are we going to get crossover and separation prior to entering the bar? And whether it pauses or not, if we do continue to have strong movement, we certainly have enough room to complete a crossover prior to entering the bar, and that is a good sign, but we shall see. And on the VIX, this also gives some weight to possibly having a bit of a sideways move. We ended up with a hammer today. Now whether that means anything or not remains to be seen. We do have the MACD going down. We do not have a crossover below zero yet. RSI and stochastic are pointed down. So that's nice. We do have plenty of room between where it is now and the lower Bollinger Band. You'll notice that on the Dow and the SPX we are close to the upper Bollinger Band, which should slow down movement, which also gives some weight to needing a little bit of sideways, just so that this can smooth out and start going back up and give it some room. But that is speculation. It just is ideas that go hand in hand. So something to be aware of. XOY oil, very nice move today. Has not cleared these two candles here, and it'll have these two right after it. So this one has a little more work cut out for it, but still not a bad showing today at all. Looking at TNA, we had a absolutely fantastic day. It is on its way up to confront the bar. We do have beginnings of what could be a decent crossover. Just like the Dow and the SPX, we have the upper Bollinger Band to run into, so a little sideways would not bother me in the least. And really there isn't too much in here to give it a hard time, not like it will up here if it gets that high. But overall very, very nice. We do have crossover on the MACD, just like the Dow and the SPX, so it mirrors them. UUP, the dollar. We had this test of the bar. We did not have complete separation going into it. It has been ejected from the bar, and it can either continue down, or it can sit here for a while, see if it can weaken the bar. But overall, this looks pretty normal. Goes in, fights it a little bit, drops out of it. I would expect that again. But Bernanke's speech tomorrow, of course, will have an impact upon that, and people are theorizing that QE 2.5, the reinvestment of existing investments, will be their QE 2.5. You can see that the MACD wants to do a crossover, and the MACD histogram is ticking down. If we do get that, then it makes complete sense that it will go down. And then looking at FXE, bullish long-term bar, tested it, ejected from it, and now we need to see if it has crossover and goes up once again. So one thing to be aware of, a high, lower high. Are we going to get a lower high again? Only time will tell. We simply do not know at this point. MACD looking for a crossover to the positive, MACD histogram ticking up. So certainly a possibility. We do have the prior month's price consensus right here, which is not too far above where it is right now. So for it to go up and kind of hang around there a little bit certainly is possible, perhaps even likely, but that is there. Should it do that, that also makes sense with the location of the upper Bollinger Band on the Dow and the SPX, as a move up here just a little bit will give us a little bit more up on the indexes, while the upper Bollinger Band moves to give it more room. And then we have gold and silver. Gold, very nice day after the indecision candle. So very positive. We are getting more separation of the short-term moving averages, which is bullish. It isn't, I guess it is completely separated, so you could call this a guppy entry. It comes down, it bounces off, complete separation, guppy entry, continues on its way until it decides to test again, full separation, guppy entry. If the dollar does go down significantly over the next week or so, certainly that will be a good move for gold in addition. So perhaps this is a good entry signal. I would prefer there to be more separation on the Bollinger Bands, but it is what it is. And silver, a little bit of a move up, still essentially a double flat line. So at the moment I am still not a fan of silver. We can see some of the secondaries are trying to tick up, but the MACD is still totally neutral essentially. But the histogram is having very minor ticks to the upside. So I'm still totally neutral on silver. And then just for fun, AFL, we did that video over the weekend, and it is having a nice move. 45 to 46, not the biggest move, but considering that it had a breakout and breakdown warning on Stock Consultant's site, this isn't bad at all. It's a heck of a lot better than a big tick down and a breakdown. So MACD histogram ticking up, MACD having the cross and going up, not too shabby, and we'll see if it does get that 50 or not. I have not entered this one, although I came really close. It just hasn't caught on to the degree that I would have preferred by now. So, and there you have it. Kind of a holding pattern while the rest of the NDEs play out, and we are waiting to see if we have more movement on the major indexes. And I am long TNA with a protective stop, of course, right about here. So, as always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you very much.